Oh, you know, just walking through the woods with a bunch of jackets in my bag. Why? Because we're going to do a video about it today. What's up, everyone? Anthony here with AnthonyAwaken.com and Awaken Outdoors, and I'm going to address the biggest question that I get here on this channel. What's that jacket that you're wearing, Anthony? We're going to cover that and a whole lot more here in this video. I'm going to try to keep it short, but right here, I toted in literally a whole duffel bag full of my favorite jackets to talk about today. So let's go ahead, let's put on a different one right now and we will discuss that. And don't worry, I won't keep y'all hanging, but I got to do this whole YouTuber thing where I keep y'all waiting. That way you watch a little bit longer. So no, for real, I'll put chapters in here. That way you can skip to whichever jacket that you're interested in. But if you want to watch all of this, that would be awesome. I'm out here in the cold doing this for you all, toting in this whole duffel bag of coats. No, I won't try to guilt trip y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's get the first one on real quick. Let's find me a place to hang this thing. I have a little branch right over here. Let's see if it's going to hold it. If not, my jacket's going to get wet. All right, let's go ahead. Let's unzip this bag real quick and let's just pull out this one right here. This is one of my favorite jackets whenever I am trying to go lightweight. And I'm sorry if this mic kind of gets bumped right here. I'm sorry. I'll try to do my best. But this one right here is the Outdoor Vitals Nova Pro. As you can tell right here, I'll give y'all kind of a good look at it right there. This is a down jacket and this thing is thick. Like, this is a really thick down jacket. I had their other jacket. I cannot remember the name of it, but I had the other one before this one and it was nowhere near as filled and as thick as this one. But this right here, like ounce for ounce, is my warmest jacket. The only downside to this one right here is if you've got like a campfire near you, you're gonna destroy it. So wear this one as like a mid insulating layer. And put something more durable on the outside of it, or just don't even pack this thing if you're going to be around a fire, because you are going to destroy it and that would be a real shame just because of the materials. Some other cool features about this one right here is you do have the little thumb loops right here. And also, if you're curious, these are just some fingerless gloves that I picked up from, I think, Cabela's. They're merino wool. If I can find a link to those, I'll drop a link to them. But also, the Nova Pro has a really generous size hood. Really dig that. And then it obviously zips up all the rest of the stuff. But this is ounce for ounce my favorite jacket for warmth. I wear this one all the time. It's also really good if you're in the wet cold. It works really well for staying dry and you don't ruin the down inside. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you really like this, I'm going to try to post this in time, but Outdoor Vitals right there, upside down, there's their logo. There we go. Outdoor Vitals, they're running a big sale on this jacket. I'm not sure how much % off, but they're going to be running a sale like through the 14th through the 20th or something like that. So if you dig this jacket, I'd probably go ahead and hop on that sale. So let's find a place to put this one. We're going to weigh all the trees down with jackets. Thankfully, that one's pretty light though. Also, while we're talking clothing, this is the worst way to show these, but these are Condor Outdoor base layer 2s. These are the waffle patterns, and these are the best base layer that I have found. I really dig these. It's got almost like a fleece lining on the inside. Also, these have the little thummy loops right there too, which is nice. And then also down below those, I keep a silk layer, and I found that that's just a really good way of organizing my base layers. Silks against my skin, waffle pattern as this layer, and then maybe an extra insulating layer, and then one of these coats. Let's go ahead, let's keep it moving though. I've got some other stuff in here too, so I apologize if it takes me a minute to dig all these out. This is not going to be a short video, but there will be chapter markers if I didn't already say that. Next up, this one is by Kühl. Let's show you all the tag real quick. Right there, Kühl. I think that's how you pronounce it, but really, really dig this one right here. And this one is the Ükon. I'm terrible with product names and remembering all of them, but this one is the Ükon by Kühl. And this one is like, I think they call it a hoodie. This is definitely not a hoodie. This thing is a full-on coat. And also, it's expensive. It's like $450. But I've been testing a lot of wintertime coats, and this thing is like absolutely awesome. Nice fur hood right in there. I've had this thing out in some freezing temperatures before, like high winds, like 30-mile-per-hour winds, freezing temperatures. And as soon as you throw that hood up, man, you're just like ready for the Arctic. This thing just really encompasses your face really well, and probably is messing with my mic. But yeah, really nice, full zip. It's also got buttons down the side, and then you've got these big pockets right down here. Let's aim this down. You got these big pockets right in here. You also have some internal pockets right in there. And then it's just kind of like almost like a Sherpa lined, but really thick. If you're trying to go for distance with a coat like this is probably going to be a little bit on the heavy side for you, but this thing is an awesome coat, and it's almost like a wax canvas exterior. Really dig this one. Like I said, it is pretty expensive though. As with all Kühl products, I'm wearing some of their pants right now as well. And I cannot remember the name of these pants, but they're really good. And I've got kind of the same base layering system going on underneath, and I am running out of trees. So unfortunately, this one is going on a stump that has a little bit of snow on it. I'll just put the kind of that canvas exterior down first. Next up, this is kind of an outlier that a lot of people may not, let's adjust this camera just a little bit. I want y'all to be able to see me and not get in a weird shadow. The sun's setting. Let's see. There we go. All right, we got light again. All right, so this is kind of an outlier that a lot of people don't think about, and that is LL Bean. Really like LL Bean's stuff. You can get it at Academy Sports. You can buy it off of LL Bean's website. But this is their insulated Anorak. Let's put this thing on. And sorry, this is really going to mess with the mic. I really apologize. So just for this part of the video, I apologize if it's a little muffled. All right, and now this kind of brings me into talking about Anoraks, because I do have another Anorak in here. I'm just going to have to move back right about here. There we go. So I do have another Anorak in this video, and let's go ahead and discuss what I don't like about Anoraks first and foremost. Yes, they are very, very warm because, you know, you don't have zippers going on. You can zip this thing all the way up. You can put your hood on, and you are pretty much like good to go. Good to go. All right, my mic's down there. All right, so they're very warm, but they're also kind of a pain to take on and off. So if you want something that is like super quick to shed layers and add layers, a jacket is going to be your best friend. An Anorak, it's a little bit lengthier of a process. I think we've all put on enough sweaters versus, like, you know, button-ups or jackets that we can figure that out. But that is just one thing that I always kind of say with Anoraks. I don't really like how time consuming it can be, especially if they're a little bit tighter. This one is a little bit tighter. If it's looser, it's probably not as big of a problem. But anyways, here is the Kanga pocket. It is a full pass-through, which is something that I do like about this system. Instead of having your hands like over here, like separate, you can go all the way through and kind of warm your fingers up like that right there. You can have a hand warmer in there that is warming both of them at the same time. It's just a little bit warmer. But this Anorak right here is absolutely awesome. I think this one was like 50 bucks too. So like it's a pretty good affordable Anorak, which I like a whole lot. This one also, I about forgot. It's been about a month since I've worn it, but right here, it does have a separate pocket right here. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll keep my hands in that one part, and then I'll just put like my gloves, or not really my gloves, I guess just like random stuff, my phone or whatever, right here in this pocket. So that is the LL Bean. And like I said, I got this one, it was like on a clearance deal or something one year. I've had this one for probably 4 years or so. Let's go ahead and shed this one. I'm trying not to mess with this mic as much as I can. All right, let's go get another one. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna get another one. We're gonna go with the one that I started with. Anthony, what is that jacket that you're always wearing? I've got two of them. So this one is a reversible. This is like, you know, your desert, and this is when the desert goes nighttime. So this is the desert night. Let's go ahead, let's put this one on because it is cold. Again, trying really hard not to mess with this mic, y'all. Okay. This one is the Helikon-Tex Wolfhound hoodie. So just like I was talking about with the Kühl Ükon hoodie, this is not really a hoodie. Like, I think of a hoodie being like a Hanes hoodie or a Fruit of the Loom hoodie that you buy at Walmart. This one right here is insulated, and it is really good if you layer up properly underneath. So right now it's, you know, 32-ish outside. And if I'm active in the layers, the base layers that I talked about having, along with this, I'm gonna be more than fine. If I sit for too long, I really probably need an extra layer under this. But this one is really warm for its weight. I would say that right back here, the Outdoor Vitals, these are my two most used jackets. This one is a lot warmer than the Wolfhound just because it's got, I'm gonna hang this up, that one's got more insulation than this one right here. But this one, I love the pocket organization, and that is the real winner of this jacket, and I always end up wearing this one the most. So this one, it's got all sorts of pockets. It's got a deep hood right here. And also it has a little bit of a bill right here. So like, especially if you're wearing a ball cap or something, this sheds snow and rain and that sort of thing really well. Next up, this one is reversible. So you got that underside that is a different color. You have a zip pocket on the inside. I really prefer that one if I'm trying to put like electronics that don't need to be exposed to the cold. I like to put that right in there. So whether it's a compact camera, my phone, some batteries, whatever, I like to put that right there. That way it's nice and snug against my body, getting that body heat. On this lapel side, let's go ahead, we'll move this down just a little bit. You got another zippered pocket right here. And I either will or already have a video up about like my whole wintertime EDC. So if you want to see what I'm carrying in the jacket pockets, then you can go to that. Next up, just little side pockets right here for little quick grab and go items, warming your hands up, that sort of thing. Again, not as warm as like a full-on Kanga pocket where you can like touch your fingers together and warm them up and stuff, but it is always nice to be able to do that. Now, why do I have the black one out? Because this is, it's the exact same. It's just not reversible, and it's just a different color. I've got two of these because I absolutely love them. I like wearing the desert night out here in, uncivilized country, but if I'm going somewhere, you know, church or something like that, where I don't really want to look all tactical or whatever you would call this. I'm not into tactics, but if you don't want like more of your outdoorsy tactical look, then go with a black right here. Love the black one. The exact same jacket though. Like I said, it just doesn't have the reversible and the pattern to it. Next up, I think this is the last one I brought out. This is probably the bushcrafter's dream of a Anorak. This one right here is the Lester River Boreal Anorak shirt. Let's go ahead, let's put this thing on. I am balancing everything on little twigs out here right now, all my jackets, so that they don't get wet. But let's sit this one to the side. And now here is just a little trick with these kind of bulkier layers like this. Always just go head first. Don't try to go arms in all the way. Go head first. And now this one is probably the hardest one to get on and off, and it's kind of a pain, but I really do like this. I like this layer, and I'll tell you some of its positives, and I'll also tell you some of its drawbacks here in just a moment once I get it on. So let's go ahead. All right. Now let's get our arms in. All right, let me get the mic. I'm gonna get the mic, and I'm gonna put it exterior for right now, just because it is going to be a beast for you all to be able to hear me through this thing. I will just hang it right on here. All right, so this is, now that I got it on, the Boreal Anorak shirt. This thing is not a shirt. So, you know, just like those are not hoodies, this is not just a shirt. Like, this thing is really, really warm, and it's really thick. So this is kind of more your traditional style, bushcrafting, you know, cold weather, cold environment type of thing. And I can already tell you, like, I'm warming up a lot. Just having this on versus a open jacket, or even that LL Bean Anorak. This one's a lot warmer. Also, it's got big sleeves right here, so you can put some big size gloves in here. It's got a really deep hood, as you can tell, deepest hood out of all of them. And then you got your Kanga pocket. Got your Kanga pocket down here, so you can put your hand warmers in here. And then also, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it. It'll maybe show up. Right here, this is a zippered pocket on the inside. So the cool part about this, and how I typically use it, like if I'm out hunting or if I'm out just like doing bushcrafty stuff, is I'll toss a few little odds and ends that I need in here that are going to be kind of hard to get to on my hips or maybe in my other pockets. So that's really nice. And then on the inside of the front flap, and this is probably not going to show, but you've got little dividers. You've also got some little D-ring clips right here. So if you want to attach, let's see, yeah, right there, your D-ring clips, if you want to attach your gloves and things like that, then you most certainly can do that in this as well. Now let's talk drawbacks of this. Yes, it is very warm. It is feature rich. I could literally lay down in this snow right now, and even if this thing got wet, it would still insulate. That is the beauty of wool. But here are the two drawbacks that I have with this. It's heavy. So unless you're really, really wanting to huff this thing in, it's not going to be lightweight like some of these others. But that weight does come with some trade-offs. So let's grab one of our other examples here real quick. If you're going to rock one of these right here, you're going to rock a down jacket, or you're going to rock one of these Helikons. If you're around a campfire and embers are popping, let's say that you're burning pine or something like that, that is just notorious for embers flying everywhere. At the end of the night, this thing, or one of these, is going to get destroyed. Let's put this right back over here. However, with a wool jacket, a wool anorak, a wool shirt jacket, whatever you want to call it, these are not going to burn up. So I've had embers lay on these things for probably way longer than I realized, and then I just flick them off and it doesn't burn through. So this is a naturally fire retardant material. So it's really good for those long nights of laying next to a campfire, sitting next to a campfire, hanging out with your buddies, stoking the fire. This is the way to go. So I personally, I don't mind carrying the extra weight whenever I need that kind of functionality. but that may not be your thing. Another thing that I would caution you about this right here, and really it can be remedied, you just have to put a canvas layer over this or something that will block wind. Wool does not do the best job whenever it is really windy. I've been up in a tree stand and it's been, 20 degrees, maybe even single digits, and the wind has just went through me like just a rocket wearing this right here, and it is really, really cold. So it doesn't do a good job of blocking the wind. It's heavy, but that really is where the drawbacks kind of stop with this. If you're out here and you're really serious about the outdoors, I would recommend that you check one of these out. You can also check out the Arc Terrace ones. I did some photos of the Arc Terrace ones, I think like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. I can't remember when they launched, but they're a really good value option as well. Still good thick wool, good features, but Lester River is the ones that did them first, so I brought this one out, but either option is really good. Let's go ahead. We'll wrap this thing up. I'll grab all these jackets, and I'm going to actually get out of this one because I'm getting a little bit warm because I am moving around. All right, everyone, so there we have it. That is my favorite spread of jackets. And also, real quick, don't be discouraged. Like, if you see all these options laying in front of me right now and you're like, oh my goodness, like if I went and got a Lester River and then I got an Outdoor Vitals, I would be spending like, $700. Like, don't feel like you got to do that. Like, I'm trying to give you all some good budget options here as well. So like, if you want a wool jacket that is going to keep you really nice and toasty and be able to wear around the campfire and stuff, go with Arc Terrace if you don't have the budget to spend on a Lester River. Both are great. If you can't afford an Outdoor Vitals, go with a Helikon. If you don't want to, do one of these options, go with an LL Bean. Again, I think I got this for like 50 bucks or something. And then like the Kühl jacket is a luxury. Like, I guess it's pretty cool, right? Dad joke. No, so like that one is really expensive, but don't feel like you have to be discouraged and like, oh man, I don't have the budget for that. Like, I'm trying to give you all some really good options here. And also, I've collected this stuff over a lot of years of testing and being in this industry and, buying and selling stuff. But these are the options that I really like out here. Most of the time I'm wearing, as you all know, because you all see it in a lot of videos, I'm wearing one of these Helikon jackets a lot of the time. And then the Outdoor Vitals, I wear that one a lot too, especially when I'm wanting to go light and fast. These are the options right here. If I'm going to be around a campfire a lot, like I said, one of the Anoraks, the wool type of shirt jackets, those are awesome. And then the Kühl jacket, I wear that one a lot around town when I'm taking my kids to and from places, to church, different things like that, because it's just a really good looking jacket. It is a little bit heavy though whenever you're toting it out and you're walking a mile and a half. That may get a little heavy for you. And then the LL Bean, again, just a great value right there. So I will drop links to all this stuff down in the description. Some are affiliate links, and if you buy from those, I more than appreciate it. It does help to keep this channel going, and it's no extra cost to you. So that's a really good way for you to help support the channel. And also just hitting that like button, dropping some comments like, hey, have you got a question about this? Any of these jackets? Let me know down in the comments. That helps. I think it helps with algorithms or something. They're ever changing, so I never know quite what's going on. But commenting, that's always awesome to hear from you guys. And then also subscribing to stick around for more videos. That is the ultimate thank you that you all can give me. I really try to give you all value in every single video that I bring to you. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out. I've got all sorts of different videos planned here in the winter time. Some that I've already filmed, some that I'm going to be filming. So definitely make sure you are sticking around for that. And until those videos, be blessed. So real quick, I just figured I would give you all a quick behind the scenes tour of my little outdoor studio today. So let's turn this camera around and take a look. All right, so right there, we got the sun setting. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful day to be in the woods. Over here, I've got my main backpack. This is my Mystery Ranch Radix 31. I either have already or will have a video up about that. And then let's see over here, this is my little behind the scenes camera that I do all of my thumbnails and product photos with while I'm out here. I got a new little cook kit that I'm messing around with right here. This is all titanium and then based around an Nalgene bottle as the bottle. And then this right here is the star of the show today. Had to bring in a lot of backpacks, or not backpacks, I'm sorry, I keep saying backpacks. I review a lot of backpacks. Had to bring in a lot of jackets. So this right here has been awesome for keeping those nice and dry. If you're curious, this is by my buddy Creek Stewart. This is a waterproof duffel bag. So of course, you've got your regular grab handles right here, but you've also got backpack straps, you've got carry handles up here, you got carry handles down there, and the really big perk is that this is 100% waterproof. We've actually submerged one of these in a creek for a photo shoot, and it did perfect. So I decided to bring this out today. So I decided to bring that duffel bag out today because I really needed a way of keeping all those jackets waterproof, and that was the ticket. So anyways, this is second outro, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.